Welcome to our 18th video. Today's topic is Phases of the Moon, also a content areas topic. Let's start. The phase of the moon is how much of the moon appears to us on Earth to be lit up by the sun. Half of the moon is always lit up by the sun, except during an eclipse. But we only see a portion that's lit up. This is the phase of the moon. What are the different phases of the moon? As the moon orbits or cycles the Earth, the phase changes. We'll start with what is called the new moon phase. This is the new moon. This is where we can't see any of the lit up side of the moon. The moon is between us and the sun. As the moon orbits the Earth, we can see more and more of the lit up side until finally the moon is it's on the opposite side of the Earth from the sun and we get a full moon. This is our full moon. As the moon continues to orbit the Earth, we now see less and less of the lit up side. Here we have phases on the moon. We are going to start with the new moon. Then we have the crescent moon, the part of the waxing half moon. And then we have the gibbous moon in the waxing part. Then we are going to have the full moon, the gibbous moon in the waning part. Then we have the half moon, and finally we have the crescent moon in the waning room. Let's check some pictures to make it clear. So we have the new moon. We are going to start with the new moon. Then we have the waxing crescent, the first quarter or the half. Then we have the waxing gibbous. Then we are going to have the full moon. Then we are going to have the waning gibbous, the last quarter or the half of the waning. And finally, we are going to have the crescent waning moon. But what is waxing or waning? Waning. As the new moon begins its orbit and we see more and more of the moon, this is called the waxing. Here we have, this is the waxing. Then we have, after the moon gets to its full phase, we start to see less and less of the moon. This is called the waning. Lunar calendar. A lunar calendar is one based on the orbit of the moon. A lunar month that is 29.53 days is slightly shorter than an average standard month that is 30.44 days. If you only had 12 lunar months, then you will end up around 12 days short of a year. As a result, very few modern societies use a lunar calendar or month. However, many ancient societies measure their time in lunar months or months. And finally, Eclipse. A lunar eclipse is when the Earth is exactly between the Moon and the Sun, so none of the Sun's rays can hit the Moon. A solar eclipse is when the Moon exactly blocks the Sun's rays from hitting the Earth. A lunar eclipse can be seen from anywhere on the dark side of the Earth. A solar eclipse can only be seen from certain places on Earth as the Moon only blocks the Sun for a small area. Solar eclipses always happen during the new moon phase. Okay, thank you very much, and please don't forget to do the activity related to the video. See you soon.